Surprise! I bet you didn't expect to, see me making something like this with something that isn't Morissette related. Here we are. Today is rehearsal day. I'm very excited because I can't believe that I get to, leave Metro Manila for a gig, especially during COVID. Around the time that this is being recorded, restrictions are kind of coming down. Yesterday I was able to see a movie in theaters. It makes me really, really hopeful that, slowly over time, things are kind of going back to normal. Who are we performing with today? Well, I was fortunate enough to lock in a gig with the one and only Mr. Buwan himself, Juan Karlos Labajo. So how did this gig come about? Well, he needed a band for a couple of these spot dates. He posted on Facebook. A lot of people commented and I just put my name, Guitar Here. And surely enough, within like 2 days, he contacted me and then, exchanged information. I was supposed to play for him previously, like a couple years ago. Didn't work out, other things happened. But yeah, I'm glad that I finally get to, say that I also play for Juan Karlos, or that I finally get to work with him in a professional capacity. So very, very excited. We're only performing 4 songs, but we have 2 dates. I need to get ready. I need to pack. I've already created my guitar tones based off of the 4 songs. You know me, I try and mimic as much as possible the tones that are on the recording. Weapon of choice for today is my white vintage LSL Strat and my Line 6 HX Stomp XL. Let's get it. So now, it is the night before my flight. I am leaving for the airport at 5:30 because I want to be at the airport 2 hours before. Our flight is at 8:05? Yeah, 8:05. I almost at 8:50. I've cleaned my room. I even cleaned my bathroom. I've changed my sheets. I've changed my towels so that once I get home, it's nice. I don't have to worry about anything, and it's like coming back to a breath of fresh air. All right, guys, I'm gonna sleep. Good night. Good morning to you laddies. My name is not Jacksepticeye. My name is in fact Xergio Ramos, and thank you by the way for watching this video. I actually woke up slightly too early and I just could not get back to sleep. But you know what? I'm already dressed. I'm ready for my day. This is it. This is a very good morning. I'm very excited. So I hope that I can, take video in the airport. Not because I won't be able to, but just because, I'll have a lot of stuff on my plate, on my mind, in my hands. So the next time you see me at the airport may or may not be already at the gate. I don't know yet. Next time.
So typical airport stuff. A lot of people at 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was the first time that I met Arvin, our drummer. We had a hearty breakfast. We went into our plane, and I was very, very excited to finally get to fly yet again. When we made it to Cebu, it was by far the most beautiful airport I've seen, at least domestically. Met up with our 2 tour guides who decided to take us on a mini tour of Cebu. We went through this bridge, which the name escapes me, and then they took us to Fort San Pedro. We took some photos, and they also showed us Magellan's Cross. It was wonderful. It was nice and sunny. And then we made it into our hotel. It's a beautiful, beautiful hotel, by the way. And first order of business, gotta make sure the guitar is okay. Got my Groove Gear capsule, and I just had a flight. Let's see if my guitar's even still in tune. That's a yes. After chilling out at our hotel for a little bit, we were all hungry. We decided, hey, let's go have some good old outdoor barbecue. Haven't had barbecue in a while, so it was very, very refreshing, even with Pepsi. And of course, JK being JK, JK loves taking photos with his fans. JK, age 21, face age 9 years old. So we got our swag, and what's really funny
is that they gave us pink masks, which are required. But the funniest part, they gave us 2 COVID antigen tests. I don't know if this is required later or if it's a freebie. Either way, I think it's funny that this is the world that we live in.
After lunch and getting dressed, it was time to head to the venue for sound check, and that was where we were going to chill. So, made our way inside the venue, and then we were taken to the stage. There weren't too many people yet, but there were already some festivities. And of course, JK got to have his dance moves on. Then it was time for sound check. I had a Fender and my guitar.
So JK's guitar was not intonated well, and we figured out why.
The bridge is slanted, as you can see.
Ayan.
Ah.
And kulang lang ng string change.
Yes, everything can be fixed with a...
String change.
So, change your strings now.
O, diba? JK approved.
And all right, it is showtime. So we are just waiting for our time to go on stage. As you can see, there's a lot more people and some very fanatic people.
Day 1, kamusta?
Saya, dami tao. So, excited na ako for day 2. This is in Iloilo.
Okay, Iloilo. Next.
Iloilo tayo next. Tapos na next. Davao.
Davao?
Davao. Bohol. Marami pa daw eh.
Thailand?
Wow. Sige.
Pakistan daw, pwede.
Russia. Layo na ito.
After our set, it was time for us to head back to the hotel to freshen up for a little bit in time for dinner. And we ate some lechon over at Rico's, and even though it is not Cebu's best, you can't complain about free lechon, am I right? JK had an early flight, had to leave directly after that, and then we proceeded to go back to the hotel. And after a long day and a nice dinner, we were finally back. This sleep is definitely gonna hit different. It is going to be 5:45 at night. Morning. It's approximately like 4:45. We're gonna try to have breakfast, but we need to get out of here by 6 because our flight is at 7. We have a long time. Today is gonna be a more chill day because we only have one song. We're playing just like that magic I am dressed. I don't know, how did you sleep?
Okay lang.
Okay.
Napuyat din ako.
Had to finish a mountain of food in
3 minutes.
Sarge naman, mga 7. 7 minutes.
3.5.
As Richard was alluding to, we did not have much time to eat. We had to eat a lot because we were already running really late for our flight. The schedule is tight. The schedule is tight. We are late in our check-in. But at least this is nice. Papi Nathan, what just happened? We missed our flight. Missed it by that much. Pero good news is we won't have a 3-hour layover in Manila. Ayan, we have time for coffee, we have time to chill. Baka blessing it is. Baka. We'll see. We'll see. Guys, we've arrived in Iloilo. First time in Iloilo. It was incredibly hectic getting to Iloilo, and we were able to breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief. We met up with Mary, who was going to be our assistant for this leg of our trip. It was indeed not a blessing in disguise because we were tired, I was tired, and when we got to the venue, there were a lot of people, and to make matters worse, the police didn't know that we were supposed to be there for Soundcheck. They weren't letting us into the venue, and well, here we go. Here's the situation. We're late to Soundcheck. Not our fault for not being let into the venue because the police don't know. Eventually, we made our way inside, and what we did actually wasn't supposed to happen. We just kind of brute forced our way in. We offloaded, and it had already started. We had missed our window for a sound check. As stereotypical for any of these events, there's a waiting game, and you get to interact with a lot of interesting people. So you guys see what it's like on the outside, like what you see. This is what it looks like behind the stage, pretty much. It's somewhat empty, but then there's a lot of barriers that, you know, block people. There's people that you see kind of go in and out. A lot of the time, you'll see, like, this is one of the tents that has people, like VIPs. This is the artist tent. Pretty much it looks like this behind the stage. There's just a lot of waiting that needs to happen, and there's no way around it. Edu Manzano and Cherry Pie did their little spiel while we waited off to the side of the wings on stage left. And, well, this is what it came out as.
We finished our one and only set song. Pero masaya naman, diba?
Nag-change ng form.
Bumilis. Yeah, that concludes Iloilo, and that concludes the rest of this trip. These are always a fun time. But you know, just gotta keep your head on a swivel, make sure nobody steals your shit. Because it can happen. Hasn't happened to me, knock on wood. So, yeah. Alright, now we're gonna wait for our service. We're gonna head to the hotel, and that's it. We're gonna rest. Gonna order in, and we're just gonna rest.
JK decided to stay, and Papi Nate still had to play with River Maya later that night, so Arvin and I decided to go to an SM close by for more choices, and oh my god, it was hotter inside the SM than it was outside. And we found this.
So ironically, we just came from a VP Leni rally. We're gonna go shopping at a place called Bong Bongs. And we decided on Ted's old style lapas bachoy. We got some pasalubong. I got some stuff for my lolas, for my girlfriend, for my dentist. Shh, don't tell them. This is our lovely assistant, si Ate Mary. Fun fact, maski na we call her Ate, she's actually 21 and then former JK fan club. Nahiya pa mag-ano, i-meet.
Pakita mo na yung picture.
Oo nga eh.
Latest.
Wow.
Hindi, yung old.
Yung old. Ito po.
Yeah.
Wow. Babyface JK.
18 years old ba?
After a successful day in Iloilo, finally in the hotel room, finally we have food. It's now time for me to take a shower. And if I'm not careful, I'm gonna fall asleep in the shower. Shower time. Good morning. Bright and early. I passed out really quickly from last night. So after the shower, regardless, had a fun time. It was a lot more chill this time around. Ironically, our flight is almost exactly the same as the flight that we missed yesterday, so this is a second chance at redemption. I hope we don't mess it up. Arvin and I are gonna be professionals and the first ones down in the lobby to check out.
Dude, solid yun o. Yun eh.
Natatanggal din to.
Yun na nga eh. Sayang, 20k. Mahal.
Worth it. Especially kung yung instrument mo is worth like 100.
Fuck heart, get it? Fuck heart, diba? Meron kayong bagong invention.
Bye! Thank you!
Thank you. Salamat. Hanggang sa susunod.
JK, knock.
There.
Sai.
Say who?
Sa ilalim ng puti ilaw.
Aga mo. Aga.
End of the story na to, diba? Halos. Excited na ako. Parang feeling ko pabalik na yung music. Yung live music. Alright. And that concludes today's vlog. Actually, wait. No, it doesn't. Because when I get home, I will have a debriefing.
And I'm back. And as you can plainly see, a lot of time has passed from when I last came back and to when I'm finally finishing and editing this video. Sorry it's taken a while. Let me give you a little bit of an update on what has happened after that point. Elections are done all of the rallies, and I was very thankful to play for 2 more rallies, and not just any rallies, 2 of the biggest rallies. So I was able to play at the big Pasay one yet again with JK. And a funny thing about the Pasay one is that all of the rallies have signal jammers. JK has his own set of wireless stuff. And for that one, the stage was huge. And JK tells me, hey, I don't like being all alone up there. So during the solo of Buwan, come up. And that's precisely what I like doing anyway. I had my own wireless guitar unit, and I stepped forward, and this happened. Yeah, signal jammers. It was a shame. So as soon as I stepped forward in the stage, JK was like, wala ka ng signal! And I immediately ran back. That's when he just started laughing. So in order to finish the solo, and I was hoping that, you know, I could get a little bit of extra time for the solo. It didn't happen. We were on a time crunch. I made the best out of it. I'd like to think so. So after playing that, a couple weeks later, we move on to the big one, the Makati Rally. It is by far the most people that I've ever played for. At its peak, it clocked around 750,000 people. And this time, you know, we were on a smaller stage. We were just on a truck, and we are the first band. Soundcheck was very chill. It was incredibly hot, as you could probably imagine. It was a lot of fun. I just enjoy being on stage. I love the energy, being in front of people. So here's a little bit of Buwan from that rally. And that's it. That wraps everything up with regards to all of the gigs that I've had with JK for the Leni rallies. I'd like to thank you if you've made it this far. Comment the word potato if you've made it this far. I want to see how many of you actually watched everything all the way through. Maraming salamat, guys. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and do all of the, you know, algorithmy things. Give me a like. Share with your friends, share it with your lola, share it with your annoying tita who always says that you're fat every single time you see each other. All right, guys, I'm Xergio, and until the next time, bye.